We're rolling.
Okay, I'm Viviana Garcia and I'm going to do posterior deltoid. Okay, so come over here please and use this arm. Okay, so I'm going to have you do this for me and I'm going to ask you to hold, okay? Hold. Awesome. So it's a grade 4 or less.
Find that to be a grade 4 or less, you run the 5 factors. The only thing you found was nerve and neurovascular. Tell me how you found nerve, how you fix it.
Awesome. So for nerve, okay, let me breathe. Okay, so I'm gonna, so I had already tested the muscle and it's grade 4 or less. So now I'm gonna ask my patient to use their opposite hand and contact their cervicals right there. I'm gonna put your hand in the same position that I had it before. Yes, and I'm gonna ask you to hold. And now the muscle is supposed to be strong. It's gonna be a grade 5. Now what I'm gonna ask you to do is with that same hand, we're gonna go from spinous process 2 all the way down to 7. And I'm gonna ask you to put your hand there and we're gonna test again. So go ahead, hold, good. Okay, now go down, hold, and then we proceed all the way till we find one that goes strong, right? So all of them would be weak. The strong one I would adjust. So now I'm going to ask my patient to lay down facing up. Okay, so I'm going to find an indicator muscle now.
You have a good indicator muscle. You did autogenic inhibition. It's ready to go. What are you going to do with it?
So I'm going to ask my patient to raise their hand up. This is my indicator muscle. So now again, I'm going to ask my patient with the other hand to therapy localize completely. So whenever I test the muscle, it's going to be a grade 5 because it's going to be strong. Oh, first I'm going to test the muscle itself. I had a good one, you said, now that. Okay, give me a second. Okay, now I'm going to ask my patient to do the same thing with their finger. And they're going to go from 2 all the way down. Let's pretend it's, all of them are strong, and then there's one that's going to be weak. So now, I found the weak one, if it's C4 or whatever. Now I'm going to use my finger and I'm going to challenge it on the left side and I would test and it would, let's say it went strong, and then I'm going to challenge it on the right side and it goes weak. So that is the exact point that I'm going to adjust.
You have adjusted.
Okay, so now I adjusted. I'm going to ask you to stand up for me. And I'm going to test the original muscle and hold. The muscle is now strong. And I'm going to ask you to, once again, therapy localize right there. And it's going to go strong. And I can ask him, if I want to go to C4 right with his finger and therapy localize again, and it would be strong.
Okay. You also found neurovascular the first time around, so how would you know if neurovascular is still active and how would you fix it?
Okay, so for neurovascular, and it is middle deltoids, yeah. So I'm going to use it right now. Perfect. So I'm going to test the muscle now, the posterior deltoid, and it's going to be strong because I had already cleared one factor. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask my patient to go right up top at the bregma, right there, and I'm going to ask my patient to once again hold, and it's going to be strong. Because it went, so strong, yes, because it went strong, no, it's going to be strong. So then, because it went strong, then I need to tug on it. No, it went weak, I think. God, okay, moving on.
Just
so now
take a breath and go back and just review what you just did.
Okay, so
they had nerve. You fixed it.
So it went strong. Yes. So now it's gonna go weak. Whenever you therapy localize it, it's gonna be grade 4 or less. Sorry, I'm so confused. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Okay, I should probably do this one. I'm gonna grab the bregma or at the point, and I'm gonna tug in different directions. And wherever I feel resistance, I'm going to hold for 30 seconds until I feel it release, I guess you could say.
You have held for 30 seconds.
Yes, so I've held for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to test the muscle in the clear one more time, and it is strong. Now I'm going to ask my patient to therapy localize, And once again, it is strong.